Let's see how to make rice noodles or idiyappam in Malayalam. So first you take, this is the pan you are making. You need this idiyappam ach which you use it in. I'm taking the rice powder first. So like 2 glasses of rice powder, and then you have to put actually very boiling water, very hot water. That's why I'm boiling the water. If the water is not really boiling, it doesn't become soft. So you are pouring very hot boiled water actually, and then you don't use your hand, otherwise you'll get burned. So use a spoon to stir really well. So you stir and make it like a paste. The paste is something like you do for chapatis or rotis if you are used to. So when it, make sure that you stir really well, and it shouldn't be too loose watery either. So add enough salt, because each person has a taste different. So put the salt as you need, and then you just pour some more water, and then make it a proper paste so that it's nice and soft. At the same time, it can be squeezed. So take this pot and pour water, and obviously you start the fire, and then allow it to the water to boil. So this is actually the vessel we make idli. So I put the first thing. So once this thing is hot, it doesn't stick to that. So I also applied a little bit oil so that it doesn't stick. Ideally, if you have enough coconut oil, coconuts, you can put some coconut underneath as well. So this is the machine I'm making. So it's actually a ready-made one. So I added this paste into that, and I'm screwing it. This is the coconut I'm using. So this is actually, I grate this fresh coconut and put it in the freezer. So I'm just warming up a little bit so that the coconut is just a little bit loosened and ready to just use. I'm putting some coconut underneath. And then obviously when you put more coconut it tastier, but you can put, if you have fresh coconut, all the more best. So once the coconut and then the paste you have put, so just as you can see, just put it over, and then you just screw it, you just turn it, and you can see that this like rice noodles, it just flows freely. It's not that hard at all. That's why we have to make sure you do in very boiling water. You have to mix this rice flour in boiling water. So it's very easy. So you put again some more paste, and then you put the cover, which is like a screw down, and then you hold on top of that and continue turning so that it just falling. You can see that it's like idli, but it's like rice, like a noodle shape. And this is what is done. So now the water is boiling, and I'm putting one more layer actually on top. So the same way, putting coconut first, and then putting the rice noodle same way on top of that. So in order that is to become very soft and tasty, you can also put some coconut on top of this. Once I put this noodles like this layer, on top of that you can also just put some coconut, fresh coconut, so it adds more taste. So this is now I have made like two. So 2 layers I have made, and it's very easy, and you can see it just falls very smoothly. So now I put the cover so that it cooks. Well, it cooks actually in 10 to 15 minutes. So put like some medium flame. Once now the water, you can see the steam is coming up, and the water is kept boiling. So it cooks in 10 to 15 minutes. So now 15 minutes over. So I have taken the lid off, and then now you can see it's cooked really well. But you can see this, I have made 2 layers, and on top of this, as I said, if you like, you can put some more coconuts, fresh coconuts if you like coconuts, and it becomes more tasty. So I'm just removing the top one. Just be careful because it's very hot, you can get burned, so be careful. The water is still boiling. So I just take it out, and then we just remove it carefully into a serve in like a bowl. So you can see it's very easily, it just comes off. It's more or less like idli, but it's like made like a noodles, like rice noodles. And obviously it looks like lovely, looks better than an idli. And it just falls easily, it doesn't stick to the pan at all. So you just remove one by one, and then you put into this hot pan so that it remains warm, hot. Normally, it can be eaten by itself. Some people eat with coconut juice. So you can even make some coconut juice, crushing the coconut and squeeze and take the juice. If not, you can even buy like ready-made coconut juice. You can just pour that and eat with this one. If not, you can also make some curry, like any curry, like egg curry. So I have actually made for the breakfast some egg curry. So I'm going to have this in idiyappam or rice noodles with egg curry. It tastes really well. Although it looks like it's very, but it's not. Only thing you need that machine where you need to squeeze this in. So you can buy that in any of the Indian shops. This is very healthy because it's just boiled, it's steamed actually. So steamed things are always healthy. So this healthy breakfast, please all of you try. If you like this video, please subscribe.